This episode, I want to talk about a recent trip I took to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Now, I went out there for the day, and usually what I do is go out, I visit some friends, and visit the local shops, and I also visit all the ghost tours that are going on. And there's a lot. There are a lot of ghost tours in Gettysburg. Ghost hunting seems to be big business, so they're all over the place. I don't know. Last count, there was like 15 ghost tours, at least. Well, I went out and I stopped in particular at one of these ghost tours, and it's run by a whole group of ghost hunters, and it was called Extreme Ghost Hunting. Had big yellow signs, yellow everything, and when I stopped to pick up a pamphlet and talk to him, there's a young guy, very young. He couldn't have been more than 20, 21, maybe. Well, he's talking to a family, and he's explaining what orbs are. Fucking orbs. Anyway, so he's telling this family about orbs and how they are the manifestation of spirits, and it's easier for them to travel around in the orb form, blah, blah, blah. I'm only half paying attention because I'm trying to read the pamphlet. And, well, the kid gets done with them, comes down to me, and pretty much says, hey, do you want the spiel, or do you want to just keep reading the pamphlet? Go ahead. Give me the spiel. Let me hear what you have to say. So he starts talking about the ghost tour and how they do investigations, and they use all the modern equipment, very scientific equipment that they use on the ghost investigations, and they teach you, me, the public, how to use all these devices. So I asked him, hey, all right, what kind of devices do you have? What are you using? He rattles off, let's see, cameras, video cameras, DVRs, we have audio recorders, we also use EMF detectors. And I stopped him. I said, all right, EMF detector, what do you use that for? And his response was, well, an EMF meter it's a box, and it's got lights on it, and when a ghost comes near it, the lights light up, and that tells us that they're there. Really. So a little box with lights is what tells you that a ghost is there. I said, all right, I'm playing along. I'm trying to be nice. What makes you believe that your little box is telling you that it's a ghost, and I don't know, not something else like electrical wiring or something else? How do you know? His response was, well, it picks up their energy, and ghosts give off energy, and that's how we read them. Okay. So the next logical question for me was, okay, so what kind of energy is the meter picking up? And his response, which will forever be burned into my brain, was, you see, ghosts, and you know what, I'm going to do a voice, because it just sounds funnier that way. You see, a ghost, during the day, a ghost sucks up all the energy during the day. And then at night, it releases that energy. And our meters are able to pick that up and tell us that they're there. So, as my friend Ree commented on my Facebook when I posted that, I guess that they are ghosts are considered solar powered now because they suck up all the energy during the day. Is that what you're telling me? What the fuck? Are you serious? So you're saying that ghosts suck up all the energy and then boom, at night it releases it, that's how you know they're there? Really? When it came up, when I started thinking about doing a video for this, I was back and forth. It was like, should I do a video on something like this? Because is it so silly that should I skip over it, or does it require attention? Should I should I do a rant about it? I don't know. But then I decided, you know what? There's two reasons to do this. One is that it's so silly that it falls under the umbrella of fucktarditis and should be shown out there. Should be brought to your attention and just explored. Because it's just so fucking silly. The second reason is that, well, when it comes down to it, you know, do I know if ghosts are solar powered? No, I don't. I have no idea. So, instead of just ranting and ridiculing and making fun of them, which is fun, maybe I'll just, you know, explore and look at what's out there, look at the evidence, and let's see what we find. Okay. So, first of all, what we got is, alright, so he says solar powered. He doesn't say solar powered, but he gives the impression that during the day, all they're doing is sucking up energy. Okay? So let's think about that. If they're sucking up the energy during the day to release it at night, that means that they're not doing anything during the day. Let's look at all the, let's look at the most popular ghost photos first. We have the Brown Lady of Raymond Hall, which was taken during the day. We have the Tulip Staircase ghost, that was taken during the day. It was like 5 o'clock, but it was still during the day. We have, a photo that's, you know, been brought to our attention lately. The Madonna of Bachelor's Grove. Thank you, Goners. That was taken during the day with infrared film. Those are three of the most popular ghost photos in the history of paranormal research. Yet they were all taken during the day. So, okay. So stuff does happen during the day. Let's look at some of the stories that people give us, the experiences that are explained. A lot of them take place during the day. You have doors closing, footsteps, people being woken up when from their sleep in the morning by a ghost sitting on their bed. They see people walk around the hallways. There's a lot of reports you can go on. You can go on different websites. You can go on to your library. You can read books and find out that not all of your stories are going to happen at night. Therefore, shit's going on during the day. Can't help it. So I think right there, looking at those two ideas, some of the pictures and the anecdotal evidence, which for some of you, if you don't know what anecdotal evidence is, it's basically your story of what happened. Yes, that means if somebody comes up and says, "Hey, have you ever seen a ghost?" and you say, "Yeah, you know what? I was laying in bed one night and I looked in the hallway through the open door and I thought I saw a shadow come through and I'm pretty sure that was a ghost." That is anecdotal evidence. That is your story, your version of events that happened, not actually what happened. Incidentally, anecdotal evidence is not evidence. No. Anyway, getting back to my original point. You take the stories, you take some of the photographs, and already you're busting up this fact from this ghost hunter at this ghost tour that ghosts suck up the energy during the day and release it at night. Besides the fact that it's totally fucking ridiculous. Seriously. Ugh. And then when I pushed further about, okay, how do you know that this device works? How do you know you're reading energy? Where's your source material? Where are your references? Can you provide me with documentation from outside sources that say, hey, you know what, your little meter with all the lights actually works because it really does pick up a ghost and let you know where it is. You know, it almost makes me think that they're using the Ghost Radar app on their phone. Fucking stupid. Anyway, he was not able to provide me with any resources, any links, any information, any documentation, any studies, any papers, magazines, whatever. Nothing. He couldn't do it. His response was, it's okay, we really don't need that information because we use dowsing rods, and dowsing rods are more accurate than any of these devices. What? Are you kidding me? You can't be serious. So, dowsing rods are more accurate than any electronic device used by ghost hunters. Dowsing rods. 2 little rods that you play with. They go back and forth. Yeah. I don't want to get into that. I really don't want to get into dowsing rods because dowsing rods are a tool of the fucktard all of its own. I mean, that's another episode completely. Just the fact that this guy was basing everything off of what we would call tribal knowledge, which means part of his team or a member of his team, probably the one in charge, said, hey, this is how we do this. This is what works. Why? Well, because we know it does. And that's good enough for them, so that goes around their little circle, and anyone else that comes into their circle gets the same information, the same bad information, and they just keep passing along. What's really bad is that they're on the streets of one of the most popular towns around here, around on the East Coast, Gettysburg. Who doesn't know fucking Gettysburg? Who doesn't know it? Huh? If you do, you should not be watching this video because you're obviously probably a ghost hunter. They are too. Ignore that, it's my phone. You're probably a ghost hunter, and if you don't know what Gettysburg is, you are a total fucktard and should just retire. Like goners. So anyway, it's the most popular town. It's known for all the ghosts. People go there for the ghost stories, for the battlefields, for all the experiences that happen. They go there. Most of them, unfortunately, are a little naive. They're gullible. Totally gullible, and they listen to these stories, and they believe them. But more and more are going there, not believing them. The problem is that these ghost tours, and the ghost hunters that run the ghost tours, are passing themselves off as a fucking authority on the matter, which they're not. You see that a common tagline is that there are no experts in the paranormal. And ghost groups say that over and over again. Yet, they stand on a corner like this and present themselves as such. You're presenting yourself as a fucking expert on something you have no fucking clue about. And yet, you're speaking as an authority and telling people facts about the ghosts, about how you detect them, how do you know they're there. And you're using a little box with lights and dowsing rods because you think ghosts are solar powered. You're a fucking idiot. That's what it comes down to. You're deceiving the public. You're giving out false information, backed up by false claims, false evidence, and you think you're something important. You're not. You are a fucktard. Get used to it. That's my rant for today. Have a good night. I want to put a disclaimer out there. This rant has been about mostly because of the some of the ghost tours in Gettysburg. But I want to say that there are a few tours in there that are not so bad, that are not run by ghost hunters. They are run by people that are interested in the history of Gettysburg. They tell you the history of the buildings, the fields, the battle, the people, and then they also tell you the ghost stories that are associated with them, that were told by residents and visitors. They are merely passing along information. They do not claim to be an expert. And that's it. That's pretty much it. It's usually, what I come across is the ghost hunters, the ghost hunting teams that start a tour. They're the ones that are passing themselves off as experts and pretty much passing off bad information. I just wanted to clarify that. Okay? Love you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the spaces below. If you have any complaints, you want to call me a troll or a bully, feel free to contact Lou, my brother from California. He will deal with you accordingly, usually in a Mexican style, because that's how he rolls. And if you have any topics that you want me to cover, please feel free to contact me. You can contact me through here on the comments section, or you can go to my Facebook, which is Kenny Biddle Awesome. That's AWSM. Send me a message, and I'll see what you want me to talk about. If it's worth it, I'll do it. If not, you'll never see it. Won't happen. Sorry. Anyway, you can look for me next weekend, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I will be in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Mid-South Paranormal Convention. I will be seeing old friends. I will be seeing new friends that I've never met in person. And you can be sure I'm going to be causing trouble. Because there's lots of ghost groups, and there's going to be lots of evidence, and pictures, and videos, and all kinds of goody instruments, and gadgets, and shit. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to try and videotape all of it for you. I'm going to have my camera with me, and do a little video, maybe have an episode where it's just Mid-South. We'll see. We'll see. If you want to meet me, I don't know why, come on down to Mid-South. I'll be there the whole weekend. If you hate me and want to meet me, come on down to Mid-South. I'll be there. Look for me at the, I'll probably be hanging around the Paranormal Revolution booth, because those are big guys, and they can protect me. Alright? Thank you. See you next time.